Dada? Wanna be in the video? Say hey! See the little snowmans? That's the snowmans we built yesterday. Well, she built it with her grandpa and we didn't have a carrot, so we just used, yeah, we just used a cucumber instead, so yeah. And then my brother, he built another little guy over here. Whoa, it seems like he lost an eye, or is that his nose? I'm not sure.
Dada?
Mm-hmm. Hi!
Hello.
Hi!
In the afternoon, my mom came over and we talked about knitting, and she showed me all kinds of ways to make cables and also how to come up with your own designs in knitting. And yeah, I used part of my evening to work on my knitting project.
We just went grocery shopping, and every now and then they have this like sticker book, and this is actually the first one that I got for my kids. I think I used to have these when I was a kid every now and then, but this is the first one that I actually got for my kids. And yeah, they have like all kinds of pages where you can learn about India. Well, this book is about India, and as you can see, you have all these fields where you can put the stickers in. And I have like a lot of stickers right here already, and I still have some in my daughter's room. So yeah, that's what we're probably gonna do today. Gonna put all these stickers in here and yeah, see what we can learn. And they also have this coloring book that I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get it because it was only a euro, and it got a couple cute motifs in there that we can just paint. And I love like I don't know what it's called in English, probably the same, mandala, I don't know, but I just love these type of coloring books where you have all these beautiful shapes. And yeah, and I was also in another store where I found a couple clothes for the kids, and it was 50% off, so you know, I couldn't really resist. Thankfully my mom had some stuff in the car she needed to put in the freezer, so yeah, I had to get back to the car, thankfully, because I probably would have grabbed some more. But yeah, it's some really cute stuff that I got for them. It's this little two-piece set for her. And I just see this right now. They got a little hidden fox in there.
We actually went back to the store later in the day because I wanted to get some more clothes for my kids. And yeah, look at these cute little leg warmers my mom knitted for my daughter. But yeah, I found some really cute clothes and also something for myself. For the rest of the day, I just tried to relax as much as possible.
Cute cat.
The next day, we continued putting the stickers into the sticker book. You guys, we had so many of them. We had to do a couple of sequences just to get all of them into the book.
This? What is this? Ooh. Sehr schön. Ein Leopard. Ups. Leopard? I also wanted to tell you I'm making a hat for my dad for his birthday. And I did look at some yarn a couple of days ago that I'm thinking of using for his hat, and I actually ordered it yesterday, I believe. So I got 4 colors. I'm gonna insert all the clips that I filmed showing you all the inspiration search and yarns that I was looking at, you know, trying to come up with an idea of how I'm gonna do his hat. But yeah, his birthday is in 2 weeks, and I'm just realizing that the yarn should be here on Monday. Today is Saturday, so it should be here on Monday, the latest Tuesday. But I ordered it. I actually paid more for like express shipping because I knew I just want to have time and not be super stressed out like trying to make his sweater. Oh, are you trying to get this? Here you go. So I ordered it with express shipping, and it said 2 to 3 days, so it should be here on Monday, which means that I have a little bit less than 2 weeks to make his hat.
Whoa.
And now I'm about to start eating too.
I'm telling you, you're mad.
Okay, so let me show you the yarn and the inspo pictures that I found for my dad's hat.
So I already found a yarn for my dad's hat. It has the perfect mix of materials, since it is 65% alpaca, 28% polyamide, and 7% wool, and it's actually merino wool. You can see down here they explain the materials. It's like it's a blowed yarn made from baby alpaca and merino wool. And I just think this is the perfect blend for him because he's going hiking a lot. The alpaca and the wool is gonna keep him warm, and I think the polyamide is gonna make it last longer, I believe. I just think it's a great blend for what I'm trying to make. They also have all of these beautiful colors right here. My dad did say he wanted a lighter colored hat, so I'm gonna go for lighter colors, and he also said he would love some like colors in it. So yeah, I'm thinking about like a gray, maybe this gray right here, and with a red like this one, and maybe a blue like this. And I'm also looking at this lighter shade of blue over here, and I'm thinking maybe some like I don't know, maybe like a striped design or something. I'm definitely gonna look at some pictures of hats and beanies for men, just to get a little bit of an inspiration and idea of what I want to make. But yeah, that's the colors that I already had in mind, and I think he would definitely love these colors also. I actually did ask him what colors he wanted, but he didn't really say anything. He just said it doesn't matter as long as it's a little colorful and a light color, and whatever I make for him, it's gonna be fine with him. So yeah, I found a couple pictures that got me some more ideas of how I want to make the hat. So I know this is knitted, but I want to have this part right here. I'm not sure what it's called, but this part to make it a little bit thicker, and I want to make it ribbed. So this is basically the inspo from here, and this one is actually made from Drops Air. Right here it says it, Drops Air. So yeah, this is just good to know how the texture is probably gonna look. But yeah, I definitely love this little thicker part right here. Just for the design of the colors, I'm still not sure how I'm gonna do that exactly. Maybe I am gonna make the stripes horizontally. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it like it is made here, that it's kind of fading into the colors, like the colors are fading into each other. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I also want to make a pom-pom, so yeah, that's what I have so far.
It is a couple days later, and spontaneously my mom asked me if I want to go yarn shopping with her in a yarn store that is not too far away from where we live. And you guys, I love yarn shopping and being in yarn stores. I just love looking at the colors and all of the different yarns that they have. And yeah, I could just be in a store like that forever and probably buy like almost the whole store. But I'm pretty sure you can relate. And as you can see, they not only sell yarn, they also sell fabric and sewing machines. And here are some yarns that I really liked, especially the fluffy mohair ones with the sequins in them. I can just picture some really cute sweaters or vests with this type of yarn. I also loved the colors that they had from this Bora Bora yarn. It is actually a mix of cotton and bamboo, so it was really soft. And I also love this yarn right here. They had a couple different colors, and it is actually a blend of cotton and hemp.
Hi! Hi! Look at your teeth first!
I also love the colors of this yarn. It just reminded me of the ocean with the water, the sand, and the seashells. They also had a decent sized button area, and I especially loved the butterfly ones, but I also like the elephant ones and the bird ones. As you can see, both of them have different colors.
So I actually ended up getting these beautiful butterfly buttons. Unfortunately, they only had 3 left. So I'm either gonna find a project that only requires 3 buttons, or I might have to go back and get some more. And I also got these beautiful colors, this yarn right here that I showed you. It's cotton. Let me see. It is 76% cotton and 24% hemp, which is actually one of the reasons why I bought it, because I never had no yarn with hemp. Like I never seen no yarn with hemp, and I never worked with any of it. So yeah, I just love the color. As you can see, it's basically all of the rainbow colors. And yeah, I'm gonna make a shirt probably for my daughter, and yeah, really beautiful. It's pretty, huh? Pretty? Happy rising, everybody. I just wanted to show you my breakfast for today. It is a quinoa porridge with date syrup, and I sprinkled it with some cinnamon. I also topped it with a little bit of honey, and I have some banana on here, blueberries, cashews, and dried figs that have been a little bit rehydrated. And yeah, I got the same for my daughter. Yes, got the same for my daughter over here, except for the figs. Who's this? This you? This Pika? Pika. Hey everybody. I am currently walking around with my son because he's been crying a lot, and I guess he just needed me to pick him up. So that's what we're doing, and yeah, just keeping him calm right now. So remember when I said that the package with the yarn for my dad's head should be here the latest on Tuesday? Today is Thursday and the package came today. So that kind of took like a couple days off of my crocheting the head clock, and I mean, I'm not really mad about it. I'm just kind of thrown off because I did pay for express shipping, but yeah, I'm gonna resolve that issue. But as far as the package, here is the package. You got these cute symbols on it. I really like the package. And just for your time update, my dad's birthday is Friday next week. So that leaves me with basically a week to to start and make and finish his head. I didn't even work on a design yet. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. Swivel. Dada. It's so soft. It's so soft. Ooh, it's pretty, huh? Pretty colors. Oh, that's perfect. Yay! We have the yarn for my dad's head, and it's so soft, and yeah, really it is what I expected. It is very soft and fluffy, and like it says air, it is very light. So I'm really excited to work with this, and yeah, I'm glad that the yarn is here. And like I said, I do have about 7 days to complete it, because on the day of his birthday I do want to have it already finished. So 7 days to make a hat, and I have never made a hat before, so we're gonna see how that goes. But I really love the colors. They're really beautiful and vibrant. Like each color in itself is so vibrant, especially these 3. But this is actually, so this is a dark blue, but it has these I guess it's just a wool coming out, you know, and it looks kind of grayish, but this is actually perfect because I did want to have like a muted dark color in the whole hat, so it's perfect for what I'm trying to make. And yeah, so excited. Give me this one. Danke, Pika. Okay, so I just want to show you the paper thing. I just forgot the name of what it's called. But yeah, here goes the name. Drops air. And it is 65% alpaca, 28% polyamide, and 7% wool, which is, whoa, which is merino wool. And just for the colors, okay, so the light blue is color number 36. The vibrant blue is color 37. The dark blue is color number 9. And this very bright red is color number 44. I just started with a little test swatch, and I love this look. It honestly looks knit to me, but it is crocheted, as you can see. I got my hook right here. I'm gonna let you know how to do this type of stitch. I just found it on YouTube, and yeah, like I said, I really love it. And as I just made this swatch, I'm thinking about the pattern and how I want to do it. And like I said, I do want to make a stripe pattern with all of these colors right here. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you know about the process because I have not even started with the actual hat yet. I just wanted to make a little swatch so I can have the measurements right. And yeah, I guess she's trying to crochet something right here too. My dad actually also gave me this hat right here that he wears right now. And it says it fits him perfectly, so I can take the measurements from this hat, which is very convenient.
The days were coming down to my dad's birthday, and it was time to get started with the hat. I chose to get started during the night because my kids were asleep and I just needed some quiet time to do all of the math and make sure I got everything right before I started. I chopped up some mango and prepared some grapes and blueberries, and then I was ready to start. First, I measured the gauge and made an overview of which stitches to do in which sequence. This took me a while to really figure it out and to make sure I actually got it right. But here was the plan. I was gonna start with 12 yarn over slip stitches in dark blue and then continuing only using slip stitches, 10 stitches with the dark blue, 12 stitches with the regular blue, and 12 stitches with the light blue, and then 12 stitches with the red. And the next row I would turn everything around. So the stitches that I did in yarn over slip stitches would be slip stitches, and the slip stitch rows would be yarn over slip stitch rows. That ensures that the brim would have the same look as the hat once I flipped it around. Since I did a stitch switch on the dark blue color from yarn over slip stitches to slip stitches or the other way around, I always marked it with a stitch marker to make sure I keep my stitch count right. I hope this makes sense, you guys, but I was so glad that I did this math before I even started because I actually got it right and I didn't have to start over.
This is how much I got done yesterday, and it took me a while to figure a couple things out. In the end, I figured it out, and I'm really glad that I thought about every single step, like the color changes and how I have to do the stitches and all this stuff. I really thought about that hard before I even started, and I'm glad I did that because it actually all worked out now and I did my math right, thankfully. So yeah, now I can just enjoy the process of making this. The only thing is, as you can see, like the yarns are just getting a little tangled up. I mean, I just have to find a new way to kind of manage the color changes and stuff. But you know, it's 4 colors, so that's definitely manageable. I have never made anything with stripes yet for any of my crochet pieces, so this is the first project where I do color changes constantly. So you know, I'm learning a lot on this project, and yeah. Also, I am crocheting, but it feels like I'm knitting because you guys, you gotta look at it. It just looks, let me get myself out of focus. It just looks knit. So I feel like I'm knitting even though I'm actually crocheting. Hey, Pika. Making faces. Where you at, Pika? You guys, it's getting along. I still have a lot to make, and since this is yarn over slip stitches and slip stitches, it just takes forever. I feel like after each row you can't really see that a lot happened, and I've been on this for a couple hours, so man, I do have 3 more days to finish this hat. The color change and also just the whole management of the colors and stuff and the 4 different yarn balls, It was a little bit stressful at first because I never did any color change works. So far, this is my first project with like actual stripes and color changes. And also the yarn over slip stitches, they are a little bit hard to do. And especially like the dark wool. I mean, now it's daytime, it's sunlight coming in a little bit, so I can see the stitches better. But when it comes to nighttime and I'm doing this, it like the dark blue stitches are so hard to see sometimes. And also when I started off, and also when I started on this, I was thinking a couple times maybe I should frog it and then restart with a different stitch. But I just really love how it looks, and that it looks so knit. I love that look, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep going. And honestly, like the more rows that I do, the faster I get, and the easier it is changing the colors, and you know, being able to manage all these strands of yarns. And actually, I said that I never made a hat. I never crocheted a hat. I actually knitted a hat for my dad before, like a couple years ago. Honestly, I didn't even remember until he told me. But I think I don't really remember because I guess most of the knitting my mom did, or maybe I just only did the rows and she just did the sides of the project and like sewing it together and all that stuff. It is actually, it's a gray hat with red in it, and it does have a pom-pom. So this is actually the reason why I didn't go for any like gray colors, like how I was thinking when I showed you all the colors they had for the yarn. That's why I went for the blue color. Yeah, because my dad said, you know, I already have dark hats, so I want to have a lighter type of hat and something more colorful. So that's how these colors came about. I just really want to get this finished, and I mean, I've been working for a decent minute on this, and it's actually already a nice piece to hold, you know. Yeah, I'm just so excited to see the end result when it's all done. Hey you guys, it is my dad's birthday today, and this is how far I am with his hat. I do have a couple more hours left. I would say like 2 more hours, probably 2 to 3 hours, until I see him and until this should be done. I've been working on this for hours, and like I said, it's just the stitches are so small in height that it just takes so long to get like the width of this panel together. And all I need, let me just actually crochet while I'm talking because I really need to get this done. So I actually need this panel to stretch up to 57 centimeters because I did measure my dad's head circumference. Yeah, that is 57 centimeters. So this thing right here is gotta stretch to 57 centimeters. The length of this panel right here, it doesn't really matter how long this is as long as it can stretch to 57 centimeters. And I've been trying to get there for the past like 2 days, and every day I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this done today and no biggie, you know. But yeah, now I'm here, and honestly I'm not like super stressed out about it because it's no use being stressed out about it. So I'm not gonna be. And yeah, I mean, it's just so much stuff in my head because it is Friday today, and on Sunday we are going to Vienna for a couple days because it's my birthday coming up, and we are just taking a cool trip to Vienna for my birthday. It was my whole plan to, you know, I mean, obviously get it done for my dad's birthday, the hat. I also am gonna get my nails done before we go to Vienna, and I also wanted to finish editing the yarn shopping video that I filmed in Chicago and Milwaukee. I'm so excited to upload this video because it was so much fun being there and filming it. And yeah, I really wanted to be able to upload it like while I'm in Vienna. That's what I want to do. And then I also wanted to finish my knitted top, and yeah, it's just so much stuff that I still want to do before we leave, and I haven't even started packing yet either. So I don't know if I'm being delusional, or I mean, I'm just very optimistic, but you know, I'm not gonna get everything done, so I gotta stay realistic and just prioritize. So I mean, definitely my dad's hat is right now what I'm doing. I gotta get this finished. I mean, after I have this panel done, all I gotta do is just sew it together and add a little lining at the brim. That shouldn't take me nothing but 40 minutes in total, probably. Okay, I have another row finished, and I'm about to see what it's adding up to now if I stretch this. The width of this right now, without being stretched, is 42 centimeters. As of right now, it is stretching to about, I would say like 53 centimeters. I don't know how many rows I still have to do to make this stretch until 57 centimeters. I want to be finished with this for real. It's just taking so long to make this panel. And in hindsight, you guys, I could have just knitted this whole thing and I would have been done like so much faster, I believe. And I'm saying this because it looks knitted, so I could have just knitted this thing. On the other hand, I'm actually glad I crocheted because I don't know, I feel like I learned a lot with this piece. Just seeing how these stitches actually make it look like it's knitted is kind of cool. I'm just so excited to get this finished and move on to all the other to-dos that I have, you know, on my, oh bless you, that I have on my list.
I then finally finished the panel, but as you can see, I made a little mistake in the beginning rows. However, once the brim would be finished, nobody would see it. My mom actually came over for some time and she helped me out right where I needed it. Then it was time to sew everything together.
I got it all sewn together, and now all I have to do is move up this brim like this, and I am now gonna reattach a yarn and just make single crochets into like each row, just to give it a nicer lining. You guys, I just did this lining and it just made the head flare out, so I have to reopen this. I just cut this open and I have to frog it and do it again, just way tighter than I did before.
After I did the lining right, it was time to sew the brim onto the head in the right way. To do that, I placed stitch markers all around the head to secure the brim in the place that I wanted it to be. I then sewed everything together and voila, here is the almost finished head. It's time to make the pom-pom now. I'm just grabbing every color
and I'm gonna start wrapping it. So this is how thick I just made it, and let's see how thick it's gonna turn out. Put this and basically place this on here. Gonna tie 2 knots, and then I'm gonna turn it around and make another knot on, well, 2 more knots on this other side, just to make sure it is secure. And I'm gonna pulling this as tight as possible. And now it is time, and I guess I'll just have to cut like piece by piece. Gotta cut it part by part. It's already puffing up. Oh my god, the pom-pom, the pom-pom. Okay, now I just gotta trim it so it won't look this messy. I'm honestly just trimming this pretty randomly. So right, I think I found a great method. So you basically make it like poof it up like this, and just make sure you hold it loosely so you can see where like stuff is sticking out. Like on this side, this little guy, I'm gonna cut this, and like this right here. And yeah, I guess that's how you make it more round. Woo! Look at the pom-pom! It looks so cool! Pick up, oops. Pom-pom. I don't know, is this supposed to happen? Is this supposed to like come out like that? I don't know. I do not want to over trim it, so I think I'll just leave it how it is right now. And now I just gotta sew this onto the head. I mean, this is already, it could be done like this, you know, but ain't this so cool? Oh my god, this was what I had imagined. It's perfect. And I don't know, is it too big? I think it's cool. This is how much wool I have left. Okay, so I'm just gonna insert this here. You can see it's kind of flat here, so I'm just gonna use this side to place my yarn. I did tie a couple knots. You can see it's a big knot right here. Hopefully you can see it. I just tied a couple knots on top of each other so the yarn won't like go right through. Okay, now I'm just gonna attach this on here. Okay, so I did just weave this a couple times back and forth. It should definitely hold. It's pretty secure.
Here is the finished head, and it just got done right in time.
Hey you guys, it's been a while since I talked to you on this Crochet With Me vlog, and also since I did anything at all really. I think the last thing you saw was me finishing both of these panels for my knitted top. So I have the front and the back panel all finished. I am now working on the straps. Actually, I grabbed this thing, I'm not sure what it's called in English, but you basically like hand knit this thing, and this is the result. This is what comes out on the bottom of this thing. As far as the straps, my mom actually gave me an idea to make 3 of these for one strap and then basically braid it, and then that's going to be the strap. And I thought that's such a cool idea. Okay, so earlier I got distracted by my kids, but it was actually fine that I stopped doing what I was doing with this thing right here, because the strands that came out of it, they were kind of too thick. Since I would have had 3 strands for each strap and I would have braided them, and I think it would just be way too thick for what I want. I kind of want to have a more delicate strap, so I just frogged all of the strands that I had, and I just made these chains, regular chains with my crochet hook, and I just doubled the strand up so I have 2 strands of the yarn. And yeah, I just made these 2 chains right here, and I'm gonna need 3 for each strap, and it's basically the same idea behind it. I'm gonna have 3 strands, well, 3 chains, and I'm gonna braid them. But as you can see, they are already thinner, and yeah, it's way faster also than doing the whole other thing. So I'm way more motivated with doing this, and yeah, I'm excited to see how it turns out.
I actually ended up redoing it again and just using one strand of yarn to make 3 separate chains, which I then braided together, and this is the outcome.
It's been about 2 months since I finished the hat, and I just added some small little details. I added some embroidery. I added some mountains and a moon. And I also added my dad's initials on the hat. I really wanted to do that in time for his birthday, but I'm just glad that I finished the hat in general. And yeah, now I'm really glad that I added those little details. I've been wanting to add these for some weeks now, and I just always forgot. I have to say, this hat it was a lot of work, and this is one of the projects that I really did not like making. It's probably the one that I didn't like making the most out of everything that I ever made before. It just took so long to make because the stitches are so small in height, and I just didn't like the stitches because the yarn kept slipping off, and I had to hold it in a certain way to even finish the stitch. And the color changes were kind of annoying too because I couldn't really get in like a super flow state, you know? Especially the dark wool was really hard to work with because this is like a really fuzzy type of yarn, and the dark color being fuzzy was sometimes really hard to see what I'm even doing or where I'm even going. But I'm still very proud of myself for how I did and how it turned out. It looks really cool, and yeah, even though I really didn't like making it, even the embroidery, I was sitting here for like an hour and a half at least just to embroider these little details, because I don't know, I just kept getting the sizing wrong of how I wanted it to look, and it's just the wool is so unique to work with, and I never did no embroidery with like a wool like that, so you know, it was all kind of new to me. Everything about making this hat was new to me. The wool, the stripes, the stitch, and in general making a hat. So even the pom-pom. Well, I did make a pom-pom in school before, but I couldn't remember how to even do it, so yeah, that was also new to me. Overall, I just wanted to say that I didn't like making it, but I did learn a lot making it, and that's what I value a lot from this project. And I'm just glad that I now finished the embroidery because I really wanted to do it, and it just gives it such a unique spark to it. I'm just so glad that it's done now. Hey you guys, it's been a pretty long time since I updated you on this vlog. So I'm not gonna finish this top in this vlog. Long story short, I sewed this together as you guys saw, and I made the straps as you guys saw, and I tried this on, and it is just way too big on me. It's literally falling down on my body. I could actually use this as a skirt, that's how big it is. And I've been thinking what to do, like how can I fix it, or what can I do to fix it basically. And my mom was suggesting like you either take it and you just kind of sew it together in the back, so it's gonna have like a little, I don't know, it's not really showing so neatly here how I do it right now, but so it's gonna have a little folded thing just falling here, or just open it up and redo it in the right size. I do have to let you guys know I didn't make a gauge because I was so confident that it'll fit me anyways, but Nope. Yesterday I was also with my mom at a knitting round at Frau Wolle in Bad Hall, that's the yarn shop, and I just asked everybody if they have an idea how to fix it, and they all said the best thing and the neatest thing to do is to reopen this and make it from scratch again, but obviously with the right size. So this is what I'm gonna do, you guys. I'm gonna reopen this because I mean, they also said I could like crochet an elastic band on the inside all around to make it fit myself, but it's the question if it's even gonna turn out in a way that I would like it, and I'm not sure. I think I'll just reopen it. I mean, it is a crop top. It's not like I made a whole dress already and it's not fitting me, so I can see myself redoing this like relatively quickly, you know. And it was so funny, they all said yesterday, you know, next time you come here we want to see your finished crop top when it fits you. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll see if I can do that. This is the update. This is the crochet vlog, my first one here on this channel. I just wanted to give you this update. I've been really like for weeks, I'm telling you guys, it's been probably like 5 weeks or something that I've just been like here and there neglecting this, and here and there picking it back up, trying to think what to do. But I just made up my mind that I'll redo this, I'll re-knit it. I don't know when, honestly, because I just have a lot of other projects going on right now, and this is not really a priority. So maybe before I restart it, I'll just keep it like this, and maybe I have a really creative idea that what I can do to make this look different, or you know, whatever it is that I can come up with. So until I'm ready to re-knit it, maybe until then I'll have a different idea, is what I'm saying. And I'll keep you guys updated with this, but as of this vlog, it's not gonna happen. And yeah, it's all good. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and you know, just me taking you guys along with me, with us, the whole family, through the vlog, what we are doing here and there. And yeah, I really enjoyed recording this vlog, even though it took me so long. I'm really intending not to take so long for a whole Crochet With Me vlog, but since this project was just so it kept me like thinking, should I, like, I really wanted to finish it, you know, I wanted to finish it for this vlog, so I can say, oh yeah, my first knitted top and whatnot, but well, it's a fail, and that's okay. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm excited for the next Crochet With Me vlog, for you guys to see it. And yeah, maybe you guys have some really cool ideas what to do with this. Please let me know in the comments. I would be so curious if you guys have any ideas, or maybe this happened to you and you came up with this such a cool creative way to still make it fit. Until next time, I wish you guys happy knitting and happy crocheting.